Holy shit.
Wow. Well, welcome. Lee forgot how computers work.
Well, I have the fade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Okay.
She did. So welcome to Tuesdays. This is Tuesday Quick Pours with Ethan and Lee. Welcome. Now that we have everything working.
Ish.
It's ish. Mm-hmm. That's killing everything. All right. So going into what we've got this week. Tuesday this week is, as always, it's whiskey night for us. So all of our whiskey is 10% off, apart from the future pour, which I will talk about shortly, which is $2 off. Wednesday is music video bingo with Gracie and Jeremy. They start right around 6:30, so make sure you get here before that. Grab a seat around the bar so you can see the TVs, figure out what you got to go on, win, play for drinks and beer and making fun of Jeremy and all that fun stuff that you normally do. Come see Frankie that night. It's going to be a good time. Thursday is teacher's night for us. Normally karaoke is the third Thursday. However, Patrick had a prior engagement, so I think he's in a show.
Yeah, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes, he looks like a Benny Jesuit from Dune.
Oh, I thought he looked like the Shame.
No, 100% a Benny Jesuit from Dune. At least from 1984 Dune.
Okay.
Not present Dune. I think I saved a picture and stuff like that.
I did.
Of that one, but I'll look it up as we
go.
go.
Yep.
So that is Tuesday night karaoke. Will resume next week. So if you were planning on coming for that, still come and have a drink, and then come back the following week for karaoke. Friday music this week is Joe Gilmore. He'll be playing from 7 to 10 up in the front of the tap room. We need a new picture. His beard is far gray.
Very
and his hair is white because he dyed it.
He did.
Whitish.
It's blondish.
Blondish.
He calls it blonde.
It's like grayish purple.
Okay. Purple.
I don't know. It's grayish more than anything else. But Patrick.
Oh, okay. Yep.
This is what Patrick kind of looks like.
That's true.
In his pictures. I've already sent it to him, so he knows. Saturday for music is Christopher Dean Duo, I believe it is this week. So 7
I just put band because I never know what he's going to show up with.
That's fair. But they'll be in the front of the tap room as well from 7 to 10. Smoking Meats will be here both days. I haven't heard anything from them saying otherwise. But that is what we've got going on this week. Next week on the 25th, so that is Friday, there is the High West whiskey tasting. So that will be from 6 to 9 in the back of the tap room, since somebody will be playing up front. It's $45 for the tasting, unless you are a member of the Bourbon Society. Bourbon Society tastes for free. If you want information about the Bourbon Society, come in and ask anybody who's working at any other day, and we'll do our best to describe it to you. But that is what's going on. That for us upcoming. Music Hall has nothing this week. They had one show that got canceled due to, I think the performer had to take a break because he was having issues with his knee and back or something along those lines.
And Rick and Katie get a well-deserved vacation.
Yep. So they could have filled
their
spots.
Spring break, if you will.
That is. It is their spring break.
Teddy is not here.
No. We're a 21 and over spot. Baby. You know this. Come on, bud. But that is it for that weather this week. Today, decent, high is 67.
Oh, I don't know why that says 2 a.m., but okay.
Let's deal with it. That's when you pulled it? I don't know. Cool.
Possibly.
67-ish degrees, windy today. Tomorrow it will be colder, high 56. Thursday, 63, and nice and sunny.
Look at that Saturday.
I know. Saturday's going to be hot.
Woo.
But Friday,
I can't
71.
wear flannels.
You should get some shorts.
I don't do shorts.
You should get some shorts. Maybe a kilt.
I'd do a kilt before a short.
Get a kilt. You can
kilt
probably have one shipped to your house by that day from Amazon. Then 81 on Saturday. So that is the weather. Before we get into laws, we do have one other thing to talk about. Some of you know, many of you don't, but today is Lee's last day with us. He put in his resignation a couple weeks ago. He is using this opportunity to go home and spend a lot more time with his newborn right there. So he's using this he's still going to do some stuff. He's going to do some theater stuff around and everything, but going to transition into a stay-at-home dad for most of the time there. And obviously, we thank you so much for everything that you've done for us up to this point. Trying to keep it level and not crack. Really not doing that. You will be missed, obviously, by all of us here, especially me. You've been in my everyday for, 13 years pretty much at this point.
Let's just start drinking bourbon.
So I'm not sure how long you're planning on staying today. So if you guys come in quick, you could say goodbye.
I'll be here for a little bit.
So come on in and say goodbye. He'll be around at different points. And if we get wind that he's coming to town, we'll let people know. But
come on, look at that face. Look at that face.
He's making a wise choice. Gonna be their first kid. So that unfortunateness over.
Unfortunateness.
I don't know.
Okay.
My words are bad.
Whatever.
Everyone knows that I'm not the best with that.
Thanks, Jess.
So,
I mean, you can also still watch the video.
I'm still going to do the videos.
I'm totally going to still watch and judge and make fun of.
I'm still going to do the videos, Cody. Like, some stuff has to continue, but
Ethan is going to cry.
It might happen today.
When I hand him my keys, he's totes going to cry today. It's going to be great.
But weird laws. We've switched to Nevada for this week because they have to have some weird ones. Vegas is there, and some weird shit happens in Vegas. So one of the things, and this was law set, a couple of these were set in the 1800s and apparently are still in the books today. One is no camel.
Don't you feel like there should be like an overhaul like every 10 years? Like, let's look at the
10
laws.
to 20 years, probably.
Okay.
Especially when, like mode of transportations change.
Right.
Because
pushing moose out of an airplane.
That is one.
Yeah.
Another one is in Nevada, no camels are allowed on the highway.
Is that a Nevada law?
Yeah. Okay. So that was one, I guess, said in the 1800s, before cars and things existed.
But are there a lot of camel in Nevada?
There was when it was more desert and less built up.
Okay.
Because they handle desert well. You, at least in the 1800s, and apparently it is still on the books today, you can hang someone for shooting your dog. So not a weird law, but a great law.
I'm going to say
that's a great one. That's why I'm like, we're going to put that in there. Screw these guys. I think they can do that to other people's pets. And the last one is in Vegas, you are not allowed, it is illegal to pawn your dentures. Because apparently, I guess that was a problem. You kill somebody, you leave bite marks, pawn your dentures, and now you have a different bite indent with your new ones. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Nevada, Vegas, you want to tell us
if you want to try
why you can't pawn your dentures? We're all ears. We're happy to listen about it and hear what you got to say. Because
pawn your dentures. I'm going to think about that one for a while.
Yeah, I understand that it's illegal to pawn your kids. That makes sense. But what epidemic?
I get the pushing a moose out of a flying plane.
That sucks for the moose and anyone the moose lands on.
But pawning
your dentures. What large scale pawn scheme happened where they were pawning dentures? Maybe they were made of copper at one point or ivory. I don't know. It's weird. So, but that's your laws for today. All right. The beer we're going to talk about today, good old standard, one of our first ones, Old Faithful. It's the Elk River IPA, something you can get on tap here and a lot of other places around. So 6.5%. I want to say, I can't remember, it's like 56, 65 IBU, something like that. One of those really good beer. Great hop note all the way through. Nice maltiness through it. So good balance. Sometimes it is a little bit more malty than hoppy, but it's a great entry starter IPA for those of you that don't drink IPAs.
And I picked this beer because it's the first beer I had here.
There you go.
So I felt like that was appropriate.
One of the last ones he has as an employee here. Not saying it's the last one of our beers he's going to have, because I have to make a 4-pack of one that we're pulling out of the tank this week. So there's that. But that's why we picked it. It's a great beer. So come on out and have some of those.
It's the flagship, baby.
So the whiskey we're going to talk about today is the last one from the Wibbins whiskey tasting that we did. So it's the Catoctin Creek Roundstone Rye Whiskey. This is the 80 proof one. They do have a barrel strength one that we weren't able to grab, so we have the 80 proof. It is 100% rye whiskey. It is the 2018 double gold winner for rye whiskeys, whatever that means. The nose on this is grain, new oak, and rye spice.
New oak.
New oak, yes, compared to previously aged old oak. Compared to John Downs.
I was going to say John
Downs 160-year-old wood.
Oh.
But he's back there somewhere.
Did we show the people?
Oh,
all the people, the suit that Cindy Mulvey made for our John Downs.
For our John Downs. Look at that. It's like he's still here.
It is like he's still here.
About the size, soft. Palette on it is cinnamon, dry oak, spice with a little bit of like vanilla syrup. Finish is going to be pretty much the same as the palette. It's medium length finish. Really good, really solid rye. If you guys like rye,
I'm smelling this. I'm not drinking that.
You're drinking less.
Drink too much rye. I don't like fries.
But it is a very good rye for those of you that do. And if you don't, you should give it a try. But that's all we've got for today. Yeah, there you go. There's tons. You can taste tons of wood in it. It's fine.
John just put his
wood in it. So that's what we got. So we'll see everybody soon. We open up in about 3 minutes or so.
Hey,
salud.
Good run.
Good run.
Love you guys.